Hello everyone, welcome back to Guddoers, the podcast where the real moment meets the real life decision. Today's story, it is personal. It is about a moment where I had to choose between protocol and humanity. Let me take you back. It was around 5:15 Friday morning. Let's say it was around 5 a.m. Friday morning. My shift had already ended, but I stayed behind in the office doing a bit of editing work. I was tired, long week, long night, and for the first time ever, I passed out on the office chair. I don't normally sleep on duty, never, not even when I am sick. I always try to push through, but that morning something was different. But an hour later, knock, 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 guess who? I woke up, I startled for a second. I thought it was my boss. I jumped up and I went to the door and I opened it. Standing there was a man. He introduced himself as John. I asked him, "What can I do for you?" And what he said next changed everything. He told me that he needed access to his son's house, that he needed access to his son's room. He said it was a medical emergency situation, that his son is a diabetic, I think diabetic A type, and his monitoring device had shown dangerously low readings, to them. They had tried calling him since around 3 a.m. in the morning, but no answer. So this man drove all the way from Cavan to Galway just to check if his son was still alive. Now, here is where things get real. I was off shift. I don't supposed to do anything. Technically, I wasn't supposed to act. Inside me, two voices started arguing. One voice said, "Follow protocol." The other voice tell me to tell him contact the office line. Let the control rooms handle it. But I knew what that meant. At least they would wait for 1.5 hours before someone could respond. The other voice said, "This is a father, this is a life. What if that delay cost everything?" And then I heard something that hit me even deeper. His wife was on the phone in the background saying if he couldn't get access to the house, he might have to sleep in his car until the office opened at 9 a.m. in the morning. And that was it for me. I made my decision. I told him, "Let's go." I accompanied him to the house and I opened the door. When we got inside, we found his son laying there helpless. His insulin monitoring pump had been disconnected. In that moment, everything became very clear. This wasn't about rules anymore. This was about doing the right thing. The father decided to stay back to take care of his son. He tried to give me, €10 as a thank you. I tried to refuse, but he insisted. He was very happy. It was all he had on him, he said. He was so happy. And I let him, into the house after making sure, I left him in the house. I let him into the house and I left him in the house after making sure that everything was okay, that everything was under control. I left. And now, I won't lie to you, that decision, it could have cost me my job. And I knew that. But walking away from that house, I felt something very stronger than fear. I felt peace because I knew if I had chosen differently, if I have chosen not to, I might have carried that regret for the rest of my life. Sometimes in life, you don't get perfect options. You get real moments that test who you are. And that morning, I choose humanity. Looking back now, I even think about how I fell asleep in the first place. That never happens before, ever. Maybe, just maybe, I was meant to be there at that exact moment. God works in a way we don't, always understand. So now I will leave it to you. What would you have done in my situation? Follow the rules or follow your heart? Let me know. And as for me, I guess I will find out on Monday if I still have my job. Okay? Wish me luck, guys. This is Tony Morris. Stay real, stay human, do good and feel good. One love. Peace.
Say my girl, just too pretty.